Hello everybody, Raddad Cooks here. We got a quickie on cooking white rice. Now there's a couple different ways you can do it, so we'll go over the simple way first, and then we'll go on the more involved method. If you're new, please subscribe. Let's get going. Alright, so pretty much if you want to make some white rice, it's just 1 cup rice, 2 cups water. This ratio holds true for no matter how much rice you want to make, so you don't even really need to use a measuring cup. Just make sure that you're putting twice as much water as you are rice. Bring it up to a boil, give it a little stir so it doesn't stick to your pot, put a lid on it, reduce the heat to simmer, and set your timer for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, fluff it up with a fork, put your lid back on, remove it from the heat, and let it sit for 5 more. And that rice is ready to serve. Here's a little bit more involved method. If you have a pot with the marks like this, you can see the level. This will really help. Measure out your water and your rice as you would, and take note at where that water comes up on the pot. The rice is always going to displace the same amount of volume in the pot, so we can use that to make sure we get enough water back in once we start getting it all wet. We're going to soak it for 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how much time you have, and then we're going to rinse it. I like to rinse it about 3 times. 1 will do, or you can go 5 if you want. Just vigorously agitate it around with your hand while you're rinsing it, and then drain it. Now I have one of these pots that has the little hole, so it's kind of easy to drain, but I still put it over a strainer to catch any that might fall out. Not that rice is expensive or anything, but over time, if you get a bunch of that built up in the plumbing of your house, that could get expensive. So after about the 3rd rinse, you'll start to see that the rice looks very, very clear. And this is what we want. By rinsing it, we're removing all the powdery starch that gets on it. All right, now we got the water back in the pot. And we filled it right back up to where it was the first time we measured it. Now from here, it's gonna look a lot like our first way of doing it. Get it on the stove, bring it to a boil, stir it so it doesn't stick to your pot, lid it, reduce the simmer, set a timer for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, fluff it with a fork. Put the lid back on it, remove it from the heat, and it'll be ready to serve. Now you could pull your rice out and put it in a bowl and get all animal on it with some soy sauce or whatever you like. Or if you want to impress someone, pack it into one of these little Japanese style teacups. Get it nice and tight in there, and then you can go ahead and you can blam it on a plate for a beautiful presentation. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick tutorial on cooking white rice. If you like what you see here, hook it up, man. Give me a like. Thanks a lot. We'll see y'all next time.
Comment, subscribe.